Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to Eagle Talks Football. It's been a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of uploads lately. I haven't been doing live streams, but I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about today as Arsenal have been making some moves behind the scenes, selling some players, lining up some new goalkeepers, some fringe players, and of course, we always have to talk about some of the major signings that we're going to be making in the midfield, in the attack, in the defense, and everything else. So if you haven't already watched any of my videos before, I'll try to put timestamps on significant parts that we're going to get to in the video. But the main thing today is Fabrizio Romano has given us a major update on some outgoing players. Plus, we are looking at a Spanish midfielder also named Mikel to be joining Arsenal, as Mikel Arteta wants to sign Mikel. And the goalkeeper situation this summer is very, very, very strange. There was just so many different goalkeepers flying left, right, center. We might have Ramsdale leaving. Raya signed a permanent deal. We got Karl Hein to sign a new deal, and he will be leaving. We got rid of a bunch of our academy goalkeepers, so we have to bring in a bunch of new academy goalkeepers. Arsenal, by the end of this window, could have signed and sealed about 4 or 5 new goalkeepers in the first team and in the academy. This is crazy. Plus, the striker hunt. What's going on with Viktor Gyökeres? We're going to get into that, as there might be a slight update on Viktor Gyökeres. But before we go any further, do me a favor. Please do hit that like button on the video. Please do hit that subscribe button. And as I can see, you guys are rolling through into the video. Do me a favor. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are saying. Now, before we go any further, we're getting Calafiori is joining Arsenal next week. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no update on Calafiori. As we last spoke about Calafiori, the last thing we heard about the Calafiori news is a couple of days ago that Arsenal and Bologna have been in talks, and their talks has led them to a situation where Bologna want a significant sell-on clause, as Arsenal are not interested in implementing a sell-on clause. As Bologna, it's their own fault that they put a 50% sell-on clause in their previous deal with the previous club that owned Calafiori. So this is the first update if you want to know what's happening. So at this moment in time, Arsenal at the moment have offered 40 million plus bonuses, which will get them up to the 50 million that they want. They wanted 50 million. We've put 50 million on the table. And you know what they've said to us? They've said to us, we want more. We want more. And we're saying to them, no, we are not looking at giving you a sell-on clause. They want a total of 50 million in addition to a sell-on clause. Are you kidding me? So you want the 50 million now, plus you want cash later. It's not my fault that you told Basel that you were going to give them 50% of Riccardo Calafiori's future sale. You didn't look ahead. You should have maybe paid more for him at the beginning. But now it's a situation where they're trying to say, Arsenal, no, because we made a mistake, we now want to make sure that we safeguard ourselves and we don't take a loss on the player, because he's worth way more than 25 million. Even though they're going to make 50 million from the deal, 25 million of that is going straight to Basel, as Basel have agreed a sell-on clause on the player. So right now it's a situation where we don't know if this deal is going to happen anytime soon. All we know is that we want the player, and that there's some negotiations happening over the deal. The deal does seem like it's going to be something that eventually might get solved. But right now, this is the main issue. Fabrizio Romano was the one to report it. Bologna have given a 50% sell-on clause to Basel. This is why they insist that they own a percentage of the price for the next deal that they get on Calafiori. Arsenal want to include add-ons, but they don't want to have a structure where basically they're giving a large portion of the player. But we are interested in the player. So right now, Calafiori, this is the update. Bologna messed up, and they want Arsenal to pay for it. It's not our fault. You guys put a 50 million valuation. We're offering you the 50 million valuation, but these idiots think that we're going to give them a 50% sell-on clause like they gave Bologna. Basel. Who gives anybody a 50% sell-on clause in the first place? You must be insane or something else. Because if the player does well, you're getting half of what you sell him for. And if do the math, they bought the guy for cheap. How much did they buy him for in the first place? So they bought Calafiori a year ago or something like that. Let me see. So they bought Calafiori a year ago, right? A year ago, they bought him from Basel. When they bought him from Basel, they spent 4.5 million euros, right? 4.5 million euros. Bologna are now going to sell him for 50. So they're going to get 5 times what they paid for the player. But they're going to sell him for 50. So they're going to get 10 times what they paid for the player. 10 times. More than 10 times what they paid for the player. Because 10 times would have been 5 million. They paid 4.5. So they're going to get 10 times plus what they paid for the player. But take that and cut it in half. So they're still going to get 5 times what they paid for the player. But now they're being greedy and they're like, oh, we now want a sell-on clause on whatever you get from the player. So say, for example, Arsenal now sells the player for 100 million or 80 million, for example. They want half of that. So they want another 40 million on top of the 50 million that we're giving them if we sell him for like 80 million in the future. Say we sell him for 20 million. They're still going to get another 10 million on top. Are they insane? There's no such thing. We're not giving them no sell-on clause. Either you take the bid as it is, or you take a decent sell-on clause, maybe 15%, maybe 20%, but 50%? You're crazy. That's not happening. Right? That's insane. That's not happening. But that's the situation right now with Calafiori. I want Calafiori. We all want Calafiori. We just want to transfer, for God's sakes. We want to transfer done and dusted. We want something to come through the door. But I think this is a little concerning. Now, the reason why it's concerning, Calafiori is going to Juventus. Inter, his agents are using Arsenal to get a better deal. This is my concern. This is my concern, and this has been my concern from the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, that they are using Arsenal for a situation. But when you have Juventus rumored to other players, and you have Calafiori linked to Inter, there could be a situation where we sell Calafiori to one of these two clubs, Juventus or Inter, and we end up getting Calafiori. That would be the best of both worlds, where they get a quality defender and we get a quality defender. That's what I would love to see. But at this moment in time, there's a lot of things going on. Bologna did the same for Zertsky to idiots. Yeah, you know what? Zertsky is a good deal for Bologna and for Manchester United. Win-win. They get a young up-and-coming player and thing. Edu is mugging the club. Is Edu? Edu needs to buck his his ideas. Well, you might be happy to find out that Edu has been bucking up his ideas as he's gotten us some sales, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually gotten some money coming through the door very, very soon about some of these players that we're going to be getting out the window. But as we come through, we got over 75 of you guys in the building right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing wonderful on this Friday evening as I'm giving you guys the latest Arsenal news update and everything you need to know on Arsenal. Before we get into the goalkeeper situation, guys, the goalkeeper situation at Arsenal right now is hilarious. Do you know we don't have a goalkeeper for preseason? Do you know we actually don't know who our goalkeeper is going to be for preseason? This is actually hilarious. Arsenal not only don't have goalkeepers for preseason, we don't have an under 21s goalkeeper right now. We don't have an idea who our goalkeepers are going to be in the under 21s and under 23s because we got rid of so many players. We got rid of so many players, especially players that we're looking to move on in the academy, that we don't know who our goalkeeper is going to be in the academy. We need to sign academy goalkeepers. We need to sign first-team goalkeepers. We need to sign third-team goalkeepers. There's just goalkeeper galore at Arsenal. And the goalkeeper situation at Arsenal, I'm going to explain it to you guys because I've been trying to figure out what's going on, dot the T's, crosses the I's, and I've been looking at it all day today because it is literally that difficult to explain at times because there's just so many different players moving in every single direction, which way. And yeah, so in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to try to explain to you the Arsenal goalkeeper situation in the easiest way possible. So I'm going to start from the beginning. But before I do that, do me a favor, guys. Make sure you do hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you find this video useful, please do share it and let the people know this is where you can find the best Arsenal content. Let's get it started. So where do we begin? Let's begin with Raya. So Raya signed a new deal. We already know that. Raya signed a new deal. We already know that Raya signed a new deal. Raya is the number one keeper at Arsenal. He's not going anywhere. But what comes with that? That we need to find a new solution for Ramsdale. So Ramsdale is now going to be one of those guys that has to find a situation for him. So this is the situation right now with Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale is is on a good contract at Arsenal, and Arsenal is expecting to recoup a fee in the region of 30 million for Aaron Ramsdale, as he is touted as a good goalkeeper. There's only a few set clubs that could meet those financial demands. That is the problem that Arsenal has at this moment in time. But most of them have first team goalkeepers. So we're going to have to figure out which team that can afford Ramsdale and can pay the fees and the wages that he needs that will come in for him. For the time being, Arsenal are unwilling to let him go on loan or consider dropping the price unless there's some changes to the situation or domino falls or something else. But in the world of goalkeepers and recruitment, there's possibilities that may have to shift him off. So we're going to have to see. The position may have to shift. We're going to have to see what happens. Is Arsenal going to lower the valuation, or is somebody going to come in for Ramsdale? So that is the second domino after the Raya domino that we're going to have to figure out what's going on with that. Now, after that, we need to figure out what's going to happen, who's going to be Ramsdale's replacement. So now here is the situation with Ramsdale's replacement. Ramsdale's replacement seems to be this guy here, João Garcia. If Ramsdale does go, the main man that they've identified as Arsenal is the 23-year-old Spaniard, João Garcia. Both Inaki Williams has worked with him again. This is another guy, Inaki Williams, the Arsenal goalkeeper coach, has worked with previously. And the club are determined that Garcia is a suitable profile to deputize under David Raya, as he would have a buyout clause in his contract, which would be about 15 million euros. The Espanyol goalkeeper met the parameters to raise that to 25 million euros. So that is the domino that we have to overcome. That is the hurdle that we need to overcome. So if we do sell Ramsdale, spending another 25 million on this guy doesn't make sense, because why would we sell Ramsdale for 30 million and then sell and buy another goalkeeper for damn near the same goddamn price? It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. But this is why the goalkeeper situation at Arsenal right now doesn't make any sense, because we're constantly being linked to goalkeepers. Arsenal could potentially sign 5 goalkeepers this summer if you include the academy goalkeepers and friggin' Raya. It's nuts. But continuing the article, but they perhaps might consider a 15 million sell-on clause. So in the situation where we do sell Ramsdale, we will still have to spend another 15 million on this guy to bring him in as the number 2. Then we go to the third goalkeeper. It gets even funnier, ladies and gentlemen, as we now have a situation where we need a third goalkeeper. And I'll explain to you guys why we need a third goalkeeper in a second. But the third goalkeeper that Arsenal have identified is former Arsenal homegrown talent who came through Arsenal's academy, of course. Another guy who has previously worked at Brentford, Dan Bentley. This is identified as a guy who can support both Raya and Garcia as a third team goalkeeper. Arsenal are open to finding a deal with Wolves to try to get this player over the line, and they want him here at the start of preseason. They want him to be the preseason goalkeeper, because at the moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a goalkeeper. Listen, we don't have a goalkeeper for preseason. Raya and Ramsdale are both not going to be available for preseason. We currently do not have a goalkeeper for preseason. Who are we going to put in goal? Karl Hein? Karl Hein isn't available. Karl Hein, we promised him we would send him on loan. Yeah. So if you're going to say Karl Hein, he's not even available. The goalkeeper situation is crazy. Listen to this. Karl Hein was presumed to sign a new contract with Arsenal with the agreement that he'll be leaving on loan to get regular first team football. So at this moment in time, he is going to be leaving the club also. So that means Karl Hein isn't available for the preseason. Raya isn't available for preseason because Spain went to the final. Ramsdale isn't available for preseason because England went to the final and he's on the bench. So all of our goalkeepers plus our bench goalkeepers are nowhere to be available. So we need to try to find a way to strike a deal for Dan Bentley as soon as possible. And this now means Arsenal are prepared to submit an increased bid for Dan Bentley. Now, if you guys don't know, Arsenal have already bid for Dan Bentley. Edu went to Wolves and said, here's 50K and get out of my face. I'm not even joking with you. Man offered 50K for a professional Premier League footballer. $50,000. Not a 50 million, $50,000 he offered for a goalkeeper in the Premier League. This was reported by none other than man saying Karl-Heinz is available. Karl-Heinz is available, but we are looking to send him on loan. You would actually be hurting the player's value to send him out on loan if he gets injured. So in the case to protect the player from not getting injured, you need to have another goalkeeper in to utilize that goalkeeper as soon as possible. I'm going to run his contract down and leave for peanuts. I hope Ramsdale does not run his contract down and he does end up leaving this summer for a decent fee. It would suck. He offered 50K because how much Wolves paid for him. Is that true? Is that how much Wolves paid for him? I didn't know that. I thought it was because that's how much his contract was. But yeah, so the situation seems to be there. Now, let's go to the final sections of this goalkeeper situation, as I want to just explain to you guys one more thing before we move on. So another section to this goalkeeper situation is Arsenal are now looking to sign academy goalkeepers also, as Arsenal have offered 400,000 plus bonuses to Ajax for the 18-year-old goalkeeper, which is one of the younger English goalkeepers also, Tommy Setford. Both clubs will continue to negotiate in the coming days, but it is reported that this man could be joining Arsenal's academy very, very soon. And this is coming from the very reliable Mike, as you can see here from over there in the Netherlands. So we're going to have to see what happens with that, as this is a new goalkeeper target, as Arsenal have released 3 goalkeepers. We need to bring in more academy goalkeepers, and that is the situation right now with the goalkeepers. It was a little bit of a mouthful. There's a little bit of a lot to say there, but there you go. Nobody's coming to this banter club, says my guy. You probably support Chelsea or Man United, so I wouldn't be talking with the state that your clubs find themselves in at this moment in time. But yeah, keep it pushing, my guy. If you want, do me a favor, hit the like button while you're here, but afterwards, keep it pushing, because you clearly are just here to banter. You're not serious. But yeah, let's get on to some of the stuff that we need to talk about when it comes to outgoing sales. Now, David Onstein did report yesterday that Arsenal are going to have some potential outgoing sales very, very soon. And some of those outgoing sales were none other than the likes of Lokonga and Nuno Tavares. Now, Fabrizio Romano has given us an update saying that both Lokonga and Nuno Tavares, we've gotten the here you goes. Yes, we've gotten the here you goes for both of them. So first, let's go and check out what's going on with Lokonga. Now, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to talk about our incomings also, but I just needed to get through some of the logistics and the other things before we get to the fun stuff. So first, let's go to this. Albert Sambi-Lokonga, Fabrizio Romano giving us an update. Yes, Fabrizio Romano giving us an update on some Arsenal players and getting some Arsenal news. It seems like a first, as Fabrizio, this transfer window has not been the breaker of good news in general. But yeah, let's go to this right here. So this right here is the Lokonga news. Let me tell you guys something. Albert Sambi-Lokonga is set to have a medical in Sevilla, as the player will be going on loan. Now, immediately when you hear loan, you think to yourself, that's not good. Why can't we get a good fee for the player? But trust me, it is a good deal for Arsenal, and it's a good deal for both parties, as Albert Sambi-Lokonga will be going to Sevilla on loan, and Arsenal will have a really good deal in place, safeguarding us in the case that he does really well and Sevilla want to sell him also, as we have figured out a reasonable situation for both parties. The deal entails a 12 million buy option clause as confirmed, plus Arsenal will have a 25% sell-on clause if Sevilla do sell the player. So whenever they do sell the player, we will get 25%. Plus, in addition to that, there's a situation where they can buy the player outright at the end of the loan. In the case that they don't buy the player, we're just going to have to figure out another solution, kick the can down the road later on. But at this moment in time, this does seem like a reasonable option. And the player has already landed in Sevilla for his medical today. I've seen photos, I've seen videos, so you don't need to stress about that. As for the next player, guys, I can't believe we finally got rid of this guy. Lazio have just done us a massive favor. by getting Nuno Tavares off our hands. Nuno Tavares to Lazio. We've gotten the here you go. As you can see here, Arsenal will receive 9 million loan with mandatory buy option. So we'll receive 9 million plus a mandatory buy option and a sell-on clause. What more do you want? What more do you want? You probably want more money, but at this moment in time, I'm okay with that. I think that's a decent deal. Arsenal getting themselves a sell-on clause plus a good little loan option there. So that's a win-win plus. I'm happy with that. We keep it moving. We kick it down the can, and overall, it is a good situation. So there you go. I'm very happy with that. People saying Fabio Vieira attacking interests from second-tier clubs in Turkey. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted it. Interesting. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If we sell Fabio Vieira, I will be extremely happy with that. I'll be happy if we sell Fabio Vieira. But who reported this? Who reported that Fabio Vieira stuff? Who reported it? Who wrote it down? I can't seem to see it. Let me know who reported the Fabio Vieira stuff, because I don't see anything about Fabio Vieira at this moment in time. Did Eduardo Higgins tweet it out or something? Like, who tweeted it out? Where's the Fabio Vieira stuff coming from? I need to know. You guys need to tell me. You guys need to tell me what's going on with that. What's going on with that? You guys need to figure it out and tell me right now. But yeah, let's go to where are we gonna go next? Let's go to the situation with none other than the Real Sociedad midfielder. Big up to you. Calafiori is definitely coming to Arsenal. The Italian clubs will offer 50 for him. He's definitely coming to Arsenal. No Italian club is offering 50 for him. Let's wait and see. Let's get to this now. Let's talk about this guy. Mikel Merino, ladies and gentlemen. Mikel Merino. So first, before we go any further, do me a favor. Let me know, what do you guys think about Mikel Merino? Would you take Mikel Merino at Arsenal? Do you think Mikel Merino is good enough for Arsenal? Do you guys have any questions, concerns? Let me know what you guys think, because Arsenal scouts have been at Real Sociedad several times. They've been at Real Sociedad to see Odegaard. They've been at Real Sociedad to see Zubimendi. They've been at Real Sociedad to see Isaac. And if Arsenal wants Mikel Merino, we've seen what he's capable of in this Euros, winning games, match winner, headers, doing what he does from midfield, taking over since Pedri got injured, if I'm not mistaken, as one of the starting midfielders for Spain. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this situation right here? Let me know. I have a question about Tierney, because his injuries, do you think he'll stay this season? He's probably just going to be recovering from his injury before we can even try to get any deal or anything sorted for him. Maybe he stays until January and then we try to move him on then if he is injured, but he's not going to be part of the squad. Good signing, definitely a step up. I think he's good squad player. Now, the thing about this guy right here is Mikel Merino. I have not seen many people say anything bad about the guy. I've seen a lot of people talking about Arsenal being linked to him. I've seen Arsenal have made contact with him. I've seen £20 million deal on the table. He's a former Newcastle player also. He's a Spanish international. He's balling out of control right now. Seems like somebody that a lot of people are interested in, but we need to just see if this is going to be something that turns into something. The 28-year-old is about 30 million euros. That's what their Real Sociedad are potentially after. I think he has some good qualities to him, especially his ball, his ability to progress the ball, winning duels. He's really good at winning duels. I've seen a lot of lists where he's at the top of the list when it comes to winning duels. And overall, he's press resistant. He can break lines. He can do long accurate passes quite well. And he's one of the chief creators from the midfield for them. So I'm just looking at him, 28 years old. Maybe it's time that we bring in a little bit more experience in that midfield, and we try to shore up that midfield. We are trying to win. We don't always have to sign 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds every time. and also bringing him back from basically not making in the Premier League back in 2017. He'll now be playing at Arsenal and potentially playing at one of the biggest clubs in the world. This is a big step up for the guy. If Mikel Arteta wants him, I'm for it. I'm all for it. If Mikel Arteta wants him, and just to show you guys what is being said about him and what is being said about Mikel Merino at this moment in time. Arsenal have inquired about Mikel Merino's availability. However, he would cost if he were to leave Real Sociedad, as most people would cost money. However, it's unlikely there will be any movement until after the Euros, which is quite normal. So I don't feel like this is any breaking news here or anything major news, but that is what people are saying. I think it's quite cheap. And if we can get a midfielder for that kind of price, maybe we can then spread the cost elsewhere and get some decent money in elsewhere. But yeah, that is what is being said there. We already spoke about the goalkeeper situation. We spoke about thing. Let's now speak about Viktor Gyökeres. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm starting to get annoyed by this Viktor Gyökeres stuff. I'm starting to get annoyed by the Viktor Gyökeres stuff. Aren't you? I'm starting to get annoyed by Viktor Gyökeres updates because they seem to be the same update every goddamn time. Every goddamn time, the same update? Really? Are you going to give me the same goddamn update? I've heard this update every time that we hear about Viktor Gyökeres. The same goddamn update. I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you this is new news. This is nothing new. We've heard this 17 times before. We've heard this throughout the whole Euros. We've heard this before the Euros. We heard this since the window started. Arsenal and Chelsea, among the clubs, remain interested in Viktor Gyökeres. Sources with knowledge of the situation have told TBR that that the briefs with Sporting would now consider close to 60 million for the player. Looks like they're lowering their valuation. It looks like they're lowering their valuation for the player, as they noticed nobody's coming to knock for the door for 80 million for Viktor Gyökeres. Nobody's coming to knock on the door for 90 million for Viktor Gyökeres. Nobody's coming to knock on the door for 70 million for Viktor Gyökeres. So they're trying to put it down to 60 to see if they can get some bait or somebody to bite on that bait that they're fishing right now. In my opinion, I don't know if Viktor Gyökeres is the guy. I'm not going to say he is. I'm not going to say he isn't. Doesn't seem like Arsenal are interested in a striker anymore. Viktor Gyökeres has been available. The news about a striker has gone quiet. It's gone quite quiet. Very quiet. Very quiet. And if they keep lowering their valuation, maybe Arsenal will become interested again. But at this moment in time, they're going to have to lower it even more. They're going to have to get it to maybe 55 mil, maybe 50 mil before Arsenal take the bait. But at this moment in time, we've shifted our focus. We're not looking at Viktor Gyökeres as we were. And I think some of the news articles are now being driven more from the agents and less from the actual people that are in the know. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Now, there is some stuff about Eze. There is some stuff about Eze, but nothing really concrete. The Eze stuff is kind of just hearsay at this moment in time. And I'm just gonna check something quickly, as there was some other stuff that I wanted to show you guys as we go. Nothing really new on Calafiori, as I've already told you guys. Nothing really new on Calafiori. Dan Bentley, we're just waiting for more information. Roll Walters has joined thing. Arsenal did reject a bid for Eddie Nketiah. If you guys haven't already heard, yes, we did tell you. I did tell you guys this on the previous video. Arsenal rejected Marseille's £20 million bid for Eddie Nketiah, as they have valued Eddie Nketiah at 40 million. Now, Arsenal are well within their right to accept whichever bid they deem fit, but they deemed 20 million for Eddie Nketiah not reasonable. Would you guys take it or leave it for Eddie Nketiah at 20 million, knowing that West Ham, Brentford, Fulham, and some other clubs are also interested in Eddie Nketiah? Would you have accepted the 20 million pound bid from Marseille, because Marseille had a bid for Greenwood accepted, which they then reneged on because they thought Greenwood wasn't fit to be a football player for Marseille because of his domestic situation. So they then declined the Greenwood situation, came for Eddie Nketiah. Arsenal basically told them, if you want Eddie Nketiah, you have to pay top dollar. And I don't know if they're going to come back. Maybe we should just accept it. What do you guys think? 20 million for Eddie Nketiah, is it reasonable? Can we get more from Leicester? Can we get more from some of these other clubs that are interested in Eddie Nketiah? Because it could be a situation where Eddie Nketiah could go for a reasonable fee. We just need to wait and see. At this moment in time, that is what people are saying. People are saying buy Tony or Watkins. You know what? Watkins has been linked to Arsenal, you know. Watkins to Arsenal has been like a thing. Yeah. Watkins, people have been talking about Watkins. He's an Arsenal fan, you know. Watkins is an Arsenal fan, and people are saying if Watkins joins Arsenal, he would be an Arsenal fan playing for Arsenal. But I just don't think Aston Villa are going to sell him for anything cheap. He's going to cost a ridiculous amount of money. You know what I mean? And yeah, most of the people talking about Watkins to Arsenal, they're literally it's just fan theory. It's just fan theory. It's nothing serious. It's like Odd Bible's doing a tweet like this, looking at Eddie and looking at Saka and Declan Rice, looking at Watkins, saying, Saka's my guy. Imagine we had Watkins at Arsenal, bro. And also, do you guys know how old Watkins is? Watkins not no spring chicken, you know. Watkins is an older player. He's like 28, 29. No, he's 29 actually, I think. This year. He looks young, but he's getting older. He's getting up there. Watkins is getting up there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think he's a spring chicken. But yeah, Watkins at Arsenal, I think he's a quality player, but I just don't think we'd be willing to pay whatever Aston Villa would be looking at. Aston Villa would be looking at a crazy thing. Mikel Arteta's interview. When did he do this interview? Did he do it recently? Because I did see an interview recently on AFC stuff. AFC stuff did have an interview of Mikel Arteta recently where they spoke about some things. And he did speak about a couple of things here and there. Where is it? Let me see. It was a little while back though. It was a little while back. Nothing really too crazy though. Well, why did you want to speak about that interview? Because I didn't think he said anything too crazy in the interview. Nothing really that stood out too much. I did go over it in one of the previous videos. So I do appreciate you highlighting that and mentioning it, but there's not really much more to be said on the Arsenal website. When was this? Today? When was this on the Arsenal website? Oh shit! Oh shit! What is this? Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah. When did this come out? When did this drop? Okay. Mikel Arteta has outlined his priorities for preseason as he's looking to build on the record-breaking campaign last season. Our extended interview with the manager reflects on last season's title race and that he went right down to the wire in explaining how his side can improve to go and better this season. He also went on to speak about some other things. There was also no sense they would rest or linger, or quite the opposite. The challenge now is to start to maintain a positive aspect that we have proven so effectively and improve the margins, the difference that can ensure that the team take another hopeful, decisive step forward in 2024, 2025. Interesting. So yeah, this is just more of that interview there. And who are we going to be playing in the preseason? I have no idea. What is this? Holy shit. How are people supposed to memorize who Arsenal played in every single preseason? That is tough. Like, I remember who we played last season. We played Sevilla. No, did we play Sevilla? Did we play Sevilla? We played Orlando. We played Everton. Nah, I'm tripping. I know I don't even remember what the German team we played was. I forget the German team, but we played them 2 years in a row, as you can see there. We even played somebody in SoBi Stadium. What? Listen, I can't remember preseason games. All I remember is we played Sevilla. We played Chelsea a couple years ago. We played Everton a couple years ago. Last year, we played Orlando City, I think, and we played, was it Barcelona and Manchester United. So those are the 3 teams we played last year. Plus, I think we played Sevilla. So yeah, this is a tough game. I couldn't dare try this. I couldn't dare try this. Do you guys think you could do this? You guys think you could do this? Let's try it. Let's try it. Everton, Chelsea, Man United, Orlando City. What else is there? FC. Oh, what's the German team? What's the German team, guys? Let me know. I can't remember. So did we play Seville? Sevilla? What the hell? How do I spell it? Guys, help me. Help me. Oh yeah, we played Barca. We played Barca. Barcelona. Why is it not spelling it correctly? Why is it not doing it? Why is it? What in the hell? I'm pretty sure we played Barcelona last year. Why is it not doing it? All right, who else do we play? I don't know. Can you guys help me? Help me out. Help me out. I'm friggin' tripping out here. I know we played Everton, Orlando City. We played Chelsea. I can't think who else we played. Lyon. Yeah, we played Lyon. We played Bayern. That was a long time ago, though. Was that a long time ago? Who the hell did we play in preseason? Guys, help me out. Help me out. Help me out. I know we played Man United. Did we play Sevilla? So, for God's sakes, Lokonga is going to that club. How do you spell their name? There you go. I got it. Sevilla. So yeah, we got Sevilla. Who did we play in the Emirates Cup last year? Who did we play in the Emirates Cup? Huh? Who did Arsenal play in the Emirates Cup? Who did Arsenal play in the Emirates Cup last year? I'm trying to remember. Can you guys remember? Can you remember who we played in the Emirates Cup? For God's sake, somebody help me. Oh yeah, we played MLS All-Stars. MLS All-Stars, yes. We played MLS All-Stars. We played Man United. Oh, remember, what's that team? Newtonberg. How do you spell that? Newberg. How do you spell the N-U-R-E N-U-R-N. There we go. And we played them twice, didn't we? So should be there twice. Who else do we play? Who else do we play? Who else do we play? I'm trying to think. We played MLS All-Stars, Barcelona, Monaco. We played Monaco. 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 Who else do we play? Who else do we play? Can you guys remember? Help me out. Help me out. I can't remember. Who else did we play? It was Barcelona, no? How do you spell Barcelona? Why would Barcelona not go in there? Because I swear we put it in there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Barcelona's in there now. So we finished those. Who the hell did we play? Who the hell did we play in training back in those times? I swear, you guys should know. Was it Watford or was it Wolves? Who did we play in training? I'm trying to remember. Can you guys remember who we played in training that time? Who the hell did we play in training those years? Who the hell did we play? I can't remember. I need your help, guys. Come on. We should put our heads together. Maybe we can figure it out. Who the hell did we play? Who the hell did we play? It must have been like a Wolves. Wolves? Watford. There we go. Luton? Who else is there? So it's definitely Watford. Who else did we play? Ipswich? No. I honestly can't remember anything else. Can you guys remember anything else? Liverpool. Oh, we played Tottenham one year. Spurs. Yeah, remember? We played Spurs. Did we play City? No. Yeah, no, that's it. You guys are not helping me. You guys are not helping me. You guys are making me struggle out here. I'm literally trying my best. I got 15 out of 27 so far, and I'm just trying to remember. I have no idea what we did for preseason in 2021. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got 15 out of 27. Luck ran out. Try again next time. Yeah, we'll try again next time. Tried our best. Boreham Wood. Yeah, we played Boreham Wood. The academy, though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of went a little bit overboard, though. But for now, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I will be doing a video after the final with a panel, maybe Monday. And if there's any Arsenal news from now until then, I'll definitely be doing a video, mostly uploads. At this moment in time, I'm not going to do a call-in show yet. I'll probably wait until something actually happens for a call-in show. But for now, I bid you guys adieu. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys left a like on the video, as I can see here that we've had so many people jump in, but we only have 43 likes. It's kind of sad. Hopefully you guys can like the video for me on the way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love, people, and you already know what it is. We're out of here. Peace.